This is an unboxing of the Denpoo air cooler AR-1107. I got this one because you cannot really use air conditioning in this room, which is open and there's no closed spaces, so it needs to be something like a fan which just can spray cool water in the air. It's better than none at all. So this is also much cheaper than air conditioning and also uses less electricity. This one in particular has a 65-watt engine or motor, and with 3 different speeds. It has a water tank of 6 liters, and on the bottom here you see it uses 220 to 240 volt, has a frequency of 50 hertz, and Denpoo is a known brand, I think from China, and they make many different kind of electric products for home, so they should be quite reliable. So let's open the box. On the top you can see it has several buttons which are physical buttons, so it's easy to press. The packaging is quite good. It seems it's not any damage. Just a plastic wrapping. So here is the unit. It's fairly light, I would say maybe only 3 or 4 kilograms. And on the top you have the on-off button, and for the fan, and also the cooling is probably you have to add water if you want to use the cooling. So if without water, then you just don't use the cooling. And on top there's, I think this is where you add the water on top. It's quite a good sized box. It's not too small and not too big. This is probably maybe 75 centimeters in height, so it's enough for a small room. Oh, here are handles on this side and on that side, so it's easy to carry, and it also has wheels underneath, so you can just roll it wherever you need it. And on the back is the, oh, it has like a filter which you probably have to clean like maybe once a month. And up here is the details, is the AR-1107 XF, made in China, 220 volt, frequency 50 hertz, and the cable also has a place to hold it, so extension cable is perhaps 1.5 meter long, so it's enough to plug it into the electric plug. And on the bottom you see is the water compartment. You can add up to 6 liters. So if the water compartment is here, or you probably can add water from the top here, if I'm not mistaken. So in the box you also get some papers and also 2 of these small bottles, I believe is to put either water or some kind of cooling liquid inside it. Let's see if there's any. This is the user guide. It uses 1 liter per hour, so 6 hours of cooling with water, and without water then you have to turn off the switch. Also, I think this is the bottles here is you fill it up with water and put it in the freezer, so you have ice water, and then you just add normal water on top of it, so it's easy to have cool water. You don't have to put pieces of ice in it, but pretty straightforward manual. Let's connect it. Let's see what the top compartment is for. They don't really explain it, but I believe it's to add more water from the top. But why is there 2 ways to add water? Or maybe it's more comfortable to add it from the top. So let's switch it on. So I already plugged it in, and the on switch is over here, and then I have to press one of these, high, medium or low. Let's try low. Oh yeah, even with low it's quite you notice the airflow. So it's currently blowing to the top. I wonder if you can put it also lower. Yeah, make sure horizontal plates are open before using. So yeah, the air is quite strong, I would say. It's stronger than my normal fan, and the inner blades also move from left to right. I don't know if you can turn off that movement, but the only mechanical move you can do is up to down, but the one inside, I think it's automatic. So let's try medium. Oh yeah, this is even stronger. And high. Oh yeah, this is very strong. Much stronger than my normal fan. And it's pretty quiet. It has just a low humming noise in the background, but we haven't tried yet the water cooling, so I'm going to try to add some water in these bottles and freeze it, and then try to use the air cooler with the water cooling. So apparently this button on the top is for the inner swing inside here, so you can turn it off. You just if you don't want to use the swing, now it's on and now it's off. And on the bottom here you can see the water level. Now I already added about 1.5 liters, so it's around down here, and I also added a bit of ice. So let's switch on the cooling button, which is over here, and turn on low with the swing. And I think I can hear the small water pump sucking the water up into the machine, but I don't know if any water will come out. Oh, it's coming up here. The water is pumping up here, and then I don't know where it goes. Does it go back down? Maybe it's like a ventilation system that it just pumps the water up, and then the water goes through the pipes, the cooling pipes, and then cool air comes out. I think that's how it works. Oh, let's see where. Yeah, so it looks like the cool water runs down these I don't know how to call it, so the cool water runs down these distribution screen, and then so the machine pulls the hot air from out, which goes through the cooling net, which is running cold water down, and then cool air will come out the other side. So this is not the filtration system, but it's the cooling system for the water to run down. Oh, interesting. I didn't know it works like that. So that's how air cooler works without air conditioning, and it uses only 65 watt instead of 2500 watt for aircon, and it costs only a fraction of an air conditioner. This unit costs around $44, so it's a lot cheaper than an aircon, and it uses less electricity. Only downside is if you use ice cooling, you need to every 6 hours add more water or more ice, but you probably don't need I don't need the cooling all day long. It's only during the day when it's very hot, especially now during the rain season. During daytime it can get like easily over 30 degrees, but at night usually it cools down, and then you won't need the water cooling anymore. At night the normal fan would be enough, so the only thing you have to remember is to switch off the cooling button on the top of the unit, so that you don't leave the pump running without water. But that's why you got it for a good price. It's cheap. It's practical, and you hear like water dripping. It's like you can use it also as a bit of soothing sound, as if you have a small waterfall in your room. And it also has a cooling system, and it also has 2 years of warranty for the motor, and the speed of the wind is 7 meters per second, which is quite good. It's quite strong for a small room, it's good enough. So that was it for the Denpoo air cooler unboxing AR-1107. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next one.